Hey everybody, Striker here. Welcome back. Doing Infinite Realms Episode 3 today. And I have been quite the busy bee in the last couple of weeks. So I've been grinding a ton of sand, a ton of gravel, smelting up a bunch of glass, doing a lot of AFKing, which is why we have a little bit of this dirt around here. Some Endermen came around, decided they wanted to leave me some gifts. We'll have to get all that cleaned up. Oh, what's this? I took some iron. May or may not be repaid. Josh. Okay. I have 1,000,000 iron from all the AFKing that I've been doing, so I'm not gonna worry about a little bit of iron missing. But yeah, down here, even worse too. So much dirt everywhere. I appreciate all the gift, Enderman, but I think you can keep the dirt from now on. Don't really need it. Anyways, with all of that gravel and sand that I've been sorry, thought I heard something there. That was weird. Anyways, with all of that gravel and sand that I've been digging up, made a bunch of concrete. And we're gonna go start a project here real quick. Okay, so now we got that completed. That's been a big project that I've been working on for the last couple of weeks. Made me realize maybe we're still a little too early game for trying to work on that. I think before we continue on for any other big projects, we'll have to make sure that we have an auto smelter for all of this glass. We'll have to have a piglin farm set up so that we can get the gravel, so I don't have to mine as much of that. Sand will probably still have to dig up a hand. That's not such a big deal since we have so much sand around us right now. What else did I realize we need? Oh, the concrete itself. We need to make some sort of machine for doing concrete. Maybe we'll make a TNT duper so that we can take care of all that concrete instead of having to manually mine every single block. Yeah, I think we can start throwing some farms in here. I know I've been mentioning that sheep farm in the last couple of episodes, so probably the first one that we'll put in here. We certainly got enough room for it. But I think this bottom floor is going to end up being kind of the catch-all for every single farm that we end up putting in here. And maybe we'll do... I'm not quite sure how it's going to get laid out yet. But we'll have all of our items come down to this bottom floor. And then each different floor going up, we can have different farms. So I'm going to go gather up my materials, and we'll make a little item sorting warehouse thing here. Okay, so I've quick put together some mass item storage here. So as we get more farms built up in here, we can have a nice little storage thing for everything. Got 6 times 3 sections, math is hard, 18. And, maybe I should have added one more section. We can add one more later on too. Because we'll have one row for each sheep color. So they'll all come down to about here, 16, which leaves us with 2 more. But maybe we won't put too many farms in here. I don't know yet. We'll see. Not sure if you have seen this kind of item filter before. It's pretty simple overall. Got a bunch of hoppers that just feed into the chests here. And then we use a comparator up here that takes in a signal here. So we put in our filters here so that we can only have so many items in here. So you can see it starts counting down, stops at 41. And you'll notice in this chest, that's where the rest went. So we need to have 41 of each item before they start going into chests. But because everything's going to be automated here, that's not going to be too big of a deal for us. Okay, so now I think it's time to bring some sheep over here. I'm not quite sure what's going to be easier, if it makes more sense to bring 2 sheep over and start breeding them, or if it makes sense to bring all of them over. I don't know. Maybe we'll start with the 2 and see how that goes, because it's a little bit of a ways to get them across here, and that whole amplified thing going on. Well, maybe just shove them into the water. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna go work on that. Be right back. Okay, so that took a little bit longer than I expected, mostly because I had to go and find a jungle to grab the cocoa beans to make the brown dye for the final sheep. But as you can see, I got all 16 sheep in here. And we have this little tunnel going down into our item filters down there. I did a little bit of AFK just to make sure we'd have some of the filters filled up. And let's take a look here. Oh, see, there we go. So we got some of these starting to fill up. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit more AFKing in between episodes here. And I think with that completed, we're going to call it quits for this episode. So, if you liked what you've seen today, leave a like. If you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And always feel free to leave a comment down below. Thanks, and see you all later.